They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Snatch it quickly on the left. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who could make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the red zone, it's Haynes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Now the toss. Touchdown, Wolverines! Great job by the back on the option.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. The throw. Got his man to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. throws and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. He's got it. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Dixon. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Got it in the middle. It's Cleescore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Rides the back on the option, the give. Michigan. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Never know what can happen when 2 good teams face off. But even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Takes the easy one to the back. Powers through the defender. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to get the first through the air. Keeps looking downfield. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And you Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes! Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab, it's Clement. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They kick it away on fourth down. With fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're setting up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds us back in the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The sure hands. It's Dixon. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense...
Turning on the Jets. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Finds his man. It's Dixon. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. He finds a dead spot in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to throw. It's Altmaier. Grabbed in the middle. It's Arkin. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. What a cut. Now he's loose. It's a seam wide open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Illinois looking to pay things off on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Illinois! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Haynes. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. He's going up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Marshall. He's loose. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, if you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Working that left side now. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverine. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stance in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll give it to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. Trying to convert. Illinois comes to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. The short hands. It's Clement. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle, it's Sanders.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return zone, and he brought them to their feet on that one. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop, but he got the one he needed and plenty more. It's 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Pushes for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Altmaier. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your step.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Morgan. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Just complete and...